day 4 of the qualification campaign for the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket. In a tight and tense Group D, every game can be crucial, and this is no different, as Bulgaria welcome Montenegro. 4 teams in this group separated by only 1 win at the midway point of proceedings, despite the fact there's been lots of big wins, including a 23-point Montenegro win when these 2 teams faced off in Podgorica on Friday. Now this evening, Bulgaria hoping their fans here, just outside the capital Sofia, can help them bridge that big gap. Slightly later, Germany hosts Sweden in Heidelberg. The world champions and reigning EuroBasket bronze medalists currently bottom of this group, having been beaten in the first window by Bulgaria, and then on Friday by a single point in Sweden. Their only win coming against the leaders, Montenegro, an illustration that Group D really is the group of death. Montenegro and Sweden both 2 and 1, Bulgaria and Germany both 1 and 2. The top 3 will progress to the big event next summer, but so much could change even tonight, let alone in the final window in February. Montenegro, the away team tonight, introduced first, led by Bosko Radovic, head coach since December of 2019. The introduction of the home team, Bulgaria, need a big response to that big defeat. They'll look to Brandon Young, who played his first appearance of the campaign on Friday, had 8 points, 4 assists and a steal. He'll want to improve his shooting percentages. Pavlin Ivanov, the captain, can be key. He had 11 points in that game. Yoram Minchev, a big rebounder, 7 boards, 3 offensive boards, a couple of steals on defense as well. Konstantin Kostadinov can be a key player, as to Dimitar Dimitrov, who had 17 points, 4 rebounds, the standout player, but fouled out and wasn't able to finish the game as Bulgaria fell well short. But they were only -7 in his 29 minutes on court in what was ultimately a 23-point defeat for Rosen Barchovsky's team. They need his key players on the court for the entirety of this one. And they'll need to put many problems right in front of their own fans. We'll pause now for the 2 national anthems.
Моля да останем на крака за химна на България.
A passionate Bulgarian national anthem as the world number 46 attempts to get their second win of this campaign against the world number 17 Montenegro, who beat them by 23 just a few days ago in the reverse meeting. Montenegro arriving here with an impressive offense, averaging over 80 points a game, 14 more than Bulgaria. And they've done it without really moving the ball as a team, only 11 assists on average. A lot of ISO offense. They've shot a 61, 33, 79 split as a team, more significantly better percentages than Bulgaria, who actually produce more assists and fewer turnovers than Montenegro, but 14 points short a night on average. Bulgaria only shooting a 45, 26, 67 split as a team, very much reliant on their starters. Montenegro, however, showing greater depth and rotation, 41% of their points coming from the bench, compared to just 27% for Bulgaria. Here's the starting five for Montenegro in this one. Vladimir Mikhailovic, Dino Radoncic, Marko Simonovic, a key player, as to, of course, Bojan Dubljevic and Kendrick Perry. Simonovic, a double-double in the reverse meeting, 10 points, 10 boards, 5 offensive boards. Dubljevic had his first appearance of the campaign, put up 9 points, 8 rebounds. And Perry, 18 points to lead the way for Bosko Radovic's side. He was working as an assistant under Zvezdan Mitrovic when they went to their first ever World Cup in China in 2019, shortly after took over as head coach, and led them straight away to their next World Cup last year. They improved their performance to finish 11th after placing 25th in that first attempt 4 years earlier. Starting five for Bulgaria, Brandon Young, who talked about, as to Pavlian Ivanov. Emil Stoyov plays for the first time, didn't play at all on Friday. He gets the start in this one. Georgi Boyanov is a key player, as to Dimitar Dimitrov. Boyanov, over a couple of appearances, averaging 8 points, 5.5 rebounds, 1 steal in less than 19 minutes, gets the start for Rosen Barchovsky's team tonight. He needs to see Dimitar Dimitrov stay out of foul trouble in this one. A standout offensive weapon in the previous meeting. Montenegro, plenty of players with top-level European experience, even some NBA experience as well. They're the favourites. But in this group, the only thing you can expect is the unexpected. Group D, indeed, the group of death. Not necessarily because it contains the world champions, but because the competition is so fierce that World Cup winners Germany sit at the bottom of the standings. 8 groups altogether, then qualifying for next year's FIBA EuroBasket. This, the only one that sees all 4 teams still separated by just 1 win. It could all be flipped on its head come February 24th. But for now, Montenegro arrive here aiming to do a November window double over Bulgaria to remain at the top of the standings. The host tonight looking for a win that would make the group somehow even tighter and bring about the possibility of all 4 teams being level at 2-2 come the end of this evening. Germany welcomes Sweden in around an hour and a half. Every game, and you feel in this group, even every point could prove pivotal the way Group D is shaping up. Bojan Dubljevic offering Montenegro a huge boost in this window, having not played in the first window. Wasn't shooting the ball to his best ability on Friday, but still had 9 points, 8 rebounds, and a blocked shot. Stoyov to contest the opening tip. Bulgaria hoping that he can be their secret weapon tonight, his first appearance. having been a DMP in window 1 and on game day 3. Kendrick Perry, 18 points in that meeting on Friday, went 4 of 6 from 2, 2 of 7 from 3, 4 of 4 at the foul line. Montenegro missing their first shot in this one. The new playmaker for Bulgaria in this window is Brandon Young, the 0-0. Several players getting in touch early in their first offense. 3-point shot, too long. Offensive rebound though for Bulgaria. These two teams fairly even in terms of their rebounding numbers through the course of this campaign. 3-point shot once more, and that one will go down for the captain, Pavlin Ivanov. They shot only 25% from 3 in that 23-point loss in Montenegro in Podgorica on Friday. They knocked down one early here, 2 attempts on their first possession, and Dubljevic with the physicality and the finesse. Bojan Dubljevic always brings that kind of character and often that kind of quality. The basket down 1. Dubljevic to try and cancel out the 3 with the old-fashioned 3. A player with a mountain of experience in the top European leagues for many years. Mentioned he struggled with his shot on Friday. He was 1 of 7 from the field, but he was 6 of 6 from the line. Bulgaria, positive attack into the paint. Dimitrov the miss, got it back, he'll go again, and that one's good on a goaltend. Dimitar Dimitrov determined to make up for a disappointing end to what was a promising evening early on for him in Podgorica. 17 points, but then fouling out. Mikhailovic off to Perry. Perry prodding and probing and then pulling the trigger and hitting the target, Kendrick Perry. Montenegro have their first lead. Perry, the Basketball Champions League Final Four MVP. Very much taking on that MVP mantra for Montenegro. 3-point shot, Dimitrov, no. Offensive rebound again. They're getting second chance opportunities pretty much every trip down the floor, Bulgaria, but they can't make anything of that one. Perry led Malaga to the BCL Championship, made the all-first team in the process in the Basketball Champions League. This campaign has averaged team highs of 17.3 points and 1.7 steals a game. He's done it with a 53-42-83 shooting split. And here's Perry. 3 already in this game. Simonovic travelled with it. Marko Simonovic trying to put the ball on the floor, the big man. Simonovic along with Perry, really the standout stars of this qualifying campaign for Montenegro. He's averaging a team third best 10 points, team highs of 8 rebounds and 2.7 offensive rebounds, Marko Simonovic. A little flat on the banker was Boyanov. And Perry will put it in, the floater from the foul line this time for Kendrick Perry, who's at it again. Three-point shot, getting free and putting it in was the captain again. He's got 2 of them even off. 8-8, Bulgaria having shot 25% from 3 in that previous meeting. They've hit a couple of them already. Only 26% from three through the previous 3 games. And this one, though, 2 of 4. Brandon Young. Down the left rail, past the defense and puts it in, and Bulgaria back ahead. All the early indications are it's going to be a much closer confrontation between these two this evening, with Bulgaria boasting home field advantage. Doncic across to the far side. Dubljevic looking to stretch the floor, and he does. And he points in celebration at the bench after picking up the 3 points. Bojan Dubljevic didn't make it 2 on Friday. He's hit one already. Only made 1 3 on 4 attempts. He knocks down the triple there. Big attack, mid-air collision and a foul on his flight path. So a trip to the line for 2. Dropped off by Young, trying to throw it down with Stoyov. Has to earn them from the strike. First foul on Montenegro. First appearance, Emil Stoyov. Only 22 years of age, 2 meters 10 centre. Bulgaria hoping he can offer something different in terms of the dynamic with his inclusion, not just to the roster tonight, but to the starting 5. Kostadinov has dropped out of the starting 5 for Bulgaria. They have the edge. Perry, push pass corner, baseline step, quick to attack the basket and to put it in, Dino Doncic. He had 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals in the game on Friday. Shot 4 of 7 from the field. Several each edges already. Bulgaria off yet another offensive rebound, looking to inflict one more, but they can't. It's a blown opportunity to frustrate fans and coaching staff. Bulgaria have to get back at it on defense. Yet another offensive rebound for the starter Stoyov. Nice pass, Dubljevic. And there's a whistle before the shot on the reverse. I think it was a foul on the initial shot. There's a foul there, in fact, on Boyanov. As Doncic beats him to the rebound. There was indeed the initial contact. Could have been a foul on either shot. It was the first shot. Nemanja Radovic at the line for 2. Radovic had 12 points, 5 rebounds in only 18 minutes. In the game on Friday, 6 of 8 from the field. Didn't take a free throw. This is his first hit. And it's his second. The player averaging a team second best 10.3 points through this campaign, as well as a team second best 4.7 rebounds. Montenegro by 2. It's been touch tight right the way through the opening 5 minutes. Nice pass. Reeled in on the baseline, using his body so well. Boyanov able to get in past 2 defenders and score. First score for Boyanov on his 3rd attempt. 14-14. Mihailovic going through the gears and getting shut down by Young. Brandon Young now looking to turn from defense into playmaker. And it goes to Stoyov as they tried to find the mismatches. He's against Dubljevic though. Stoyov bounce pass, picked off almost by Perry, but Young got free and put it in. Brandon Young The score in the end off the back of his block, and Perry then fouled at the other end. It's getting rather feisty, rather ferocious here in the first. A big fight feel in Bulgaria. And these two nations touch tight in the first period and also in the standings in Group D. So Perry at the line to try and get Montenegro level. Went 4 of 4 on Friday. 83% for the campaign. He's made another very positive start. Looking to go on to 7 perfect points if he makes the next one. Assist as well. Bojan also has 6 points. So 13 of Montenegro's 16 coming from those two players. Four minutes to play in the first. Stroyev running interference, tough bounce pass from Karanfiov. Number 2 for Bulgaria, who only averages 8 minutes a game. And for some rare action here. Inbound the ball. Dimitrov currently on the bench for Bulgaria. I mentioned the starters so key for them, they need a break at some point. Young, onto a pack of players taking on extra responsibility and getting his reward. It's clipped by Mihailovic taking the shot, so 2 to come for Young. Bulgaria have a foul problem though in this first period. They picked up 4 already. Montenegro still a couple to give. 3.5 minutes of the quarter to play. Young went 4 of 7 at the line in the reverse meeting, 2 of 2 on that trip. He's also got a perfect 2 of 2 field goal shooting for 6 early points, 2 assists, 0 turnovers, and that block. Really good performance from Brandon Young, already not far off matching his numbers in his first appearance on Friday. Dubljevic will take it on the baby hut, puts it in, and Montenegro level, and Bojan Dubljevic continues to do his thing. 8 points for Dubljevic. Young. Back out, drawing the defense, kicked on, free shooter in the corner. Too long, rebound secured by Dubljevic. Montenegro, the challenge to keep Bulgaria off their backboard. That was an issue the first 5 or 6 minutes. Perry will take the outside shot. Rebound grabbed by Lepicev. Bulgaria trying to get a good shift now with some bench players on the floor. Hesitation. Invited to shoot again and missed it, Lepicev. He played 4 minutes on his first appearance on Friday, the number 9. Went 1 of 3 from the field. They were all 2-point attempts. Didn't take a 3. And misses that one. Oh, look at the fakes, the spin, the move, and the score, and 1 for Nemanja Radovic. Running the defense ragged. Radovic sensed the slip there from Mitchev and was like a shark-smelling blood. Went right for the kill. He's adding output now to the early contributions of Perry and Dubljevic. Radovic coming off the bench in both games in this window as a key player for Montenegro. I mentioned in the build-up, Montenegro get 41% of their points from the bench. Bulgaria just 27%. Can't complete the three-point play. Montenegro by 2 to play in the first. Karen Field. Back out, wide open. Three-point shot is good in retaliation for Minchev. After being bullied by his opposite number, Radovic, at the other end. He turns his attention to the perimeter and drills the three. Bugovac and a whistle for the shot. As Bugovac looked to attack the basket. Bugovac playing in this campaign for the first time as well. Played 14 minutes on Friday. Shooting foul, but Bulgaria at the foul limit anyway. It's Radovic back at the line. He was fouled on that Bugovac attack. So Radovic is the shooter. And he makes both this time. 5 points for Radovic in 4 minutes and 20 seconds since coming in. And a turnover Bulgaria. Not seen too many turnovers in this first period. In fact, I believe that's only the first for Bulgaria. We only had one from Montenegro. Hence the high score. They try and push the pace, but instead the pocket picked right back. Right on cue, after talking about how well both teams have protected the ball. Back-to-back turnovers. So the first 2 turnovers of the game for Bulgaria coming in the last few seconds. After they've gone about 8.5 minutes without committing one. They've shot it well, 5 of 9 from 2, 2 of 3 from 3, 6 of 8 from the foul line, yet Rosen Barchowski's team still behind. Can they take the lead here? We've had several lead changes already. Long range 2, rings out for Karen Field. Montenegro now forcing it forward with real purpose, and then the poise in the paint, but not the points for Slavkovic. Karen Field getting a big shift down the stretch of the first, but it's a poor turnover from him, picked off by Bugovac. Don't slow it down. 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock, end of the first period. Montenegro want to use as much of their remaining 10 seconds now as they can to create a good shot, with Radovic backing in on the block, looking to post up and float it over everything, including the rim. Time for Bulgaria perhaps to generate one more lead change before the end of the period. It's a good foul for Montenegro. They have that one to give. Allows them to reposition their defense. Radovic takes the foul. Only his first. And there's only 3.5 seconds now for Bulgaria in which to create before the end of quarter buzzer. Field. The inbounds, deflection. No thought even of a full court heave. Montenegro lead by 1 at the end of 1. Back and forth they've been on this incredibly competitive Group D. The first quarter, no different here. 21-22 to Montenegro in Bulgaria. That was the first period in which we saw 9 lead changes and no lead larger than 3. Bulgaria, the 50-38-100 split, much improved from previous performances. Montenegro below 50 on the inside, but 2 of 3 from 3. getting to the line on a more regular basis, with Bulgaria getting into foul trouble. Both teams putting points on the board, protecting the ball well until the final moments of the second. Early offensive rebounds helped out Bulgaria. A few early misses, then they found their shooting range. Bojan Dubljevic for Montenegro, 8 points in 8.5 minutes of action. Kendrick Perry, 7 points in 8 minutes. And Radovic took over after that, 5 points in 6 minutes off the bench. The three main players on the offensive end for Montenegro. For Bulgaria, Brandon Young, a really good start, had that block, as well as 6 points and a couple of assists without a turnover and without a miss. And Captain Ivanov had a couple of early threes and picked up his second foul and went to the bench. And Dimitar Dimitrov, 2 fouls in the first period as well. The man who top scored for them in the reverse beating on Friday, but then fouled out. There's that courtside 1891 code. Catch it quickly if you can for those stream schedules and scores. If you can't get the code quick enough, find it in the relevant app store. And about to the home rim for Brandon Young. He's got 8 points already, as many as he had in the whole game in Podgorica on Friday. It's the 10th lead change of the game, immediately followed by the 11th. A score from Nikola Ivanovic. I didn't see much of Ivanovic in that first quarter, only played 3.5 minutes. He took one shot and missed it. Ivanovic, a player with plenty of experience in top leagues in Europe, the likes of Crvena Zvezda and Budućnost Podgorica. Comes from the Bulgarian crowd here in Botevgrad, which is not too far from the capital, Sofia. That's where Rosen Barchovski, the head coach, does his day-to-day work. He's also head coach of CSKA Sofia. Montenegro by 2. Off the back of a technical on the coach. They're looking for now what would be the biggest lead of the game, and they don't get it. No lead larger than 3 points. Usual 5 on the floor for the hosts, very quickly. Brandon Young starting to really feel at home in the Bulgaria jersey, goes behind the spine, pulls it back for the long 2 and takes it. Brandon Young, double digits in the space of 9 minutes on court. He's done it without a miss. 4 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. 2 assists, a block, 0 turnovers. Looking to play the perfect game. Quick touch entry pass and a whistle goes against the offense. Andrija Slavkovic. Montenegro, a couple of turnovers early in the second. Remember, both teams protected it really well in the first period. Only 2 turnovers, now 2 in the first 2 minutes of the second for Montenegro and another for Bulgaria. And a flash down the right rail, the wraparound pass, and another whistle, this time in favor of Montenegro. And Radovic making a habit of getting to the line with his presence on the interior. Already taking 5 free throw attempts. He's going to take number 6 and number 7 now. 3 of 5 so far. After not getting to the line. 18 minutes of action in the first game between these two. Makes them both, so 5 of 7. He's got 7 points. Montenegro by 2 again. Young and a foul on the offense. And the turnovers that were non-existent in the first 8.5 minutes now coming at will over the last 4.5 minutes. Bulgaria. Bulgaria picking up 2 team fouls now in the first 2.5 minutes of the second period. Poked away in the paint, out of bounds. Bulgaria possession. Turnover Montenegro. Both teams had 1 turnover, I believe, in the first 8.5 minutes of the game. Bulgaria have now committed 5. While the Montenegro have now committed 5. Bulgaria have now committed 6. Fade away, long range 2 misses. But Alipiev only plays 9 minutes a game, only 3 of 12 shooting in the campaign now. Double team trapped near side, bounce pass risky to try and get out of it. Look at the will to get on the ball though, ahead of Young. Young eventually comes up with a rebound, but great tenacity from Ivanovic to get there, and it looked like he was second best. Points have really dried up for these two. Here in the second, 21-22 was the score at the end of 1. Banked in through the contact for a chance at a 3-point play for Konstantin Kostadinov. Physical, forceful play. Taking on 2 opponents, getting knocked off balance, but getting the shot right on the money. He dropped out of the starting 5 for this game, making an impact now off the bench. Work it into the interior where it's quickly poked away again. Bulgaria have done that ever so well. Quick hands on defense in and around the paint. They pass it out to that far sideline. Was there a sneaker on the line there, or was it a foul? No changes. There was a foul. Montenegro picked up 3 fouls since Bulgaria picked up the first 2 in this period. So only 1 more to give for Montenegro. For only 6.5 minutes now in this first half. Positive signs for Bulgaria. That's the kind of hustle that both sets of players are going to have to show right the way through this evening, and indeed throughout the February window as well. It's quite incredible game that we look set to witness here, as tight as they possibly come. Still, we haven't had a 2-shot lead in this game. We've had 12 lead changes through 14 minutes. As said right before the opening tip, each and every point might prove pivotal in this group. These two illustrating that very point. It's unlikely that Bulgaria will have a chance at salvaging the tiebreaker against Montenegro after the 23-point defeat in Podgorica 3 days ago. They need the win. They work it well, out for the three, and it's good for Aliyev. Only 3 of 12 in the campaign from the field, but a big one there for a player who only averages 9 minutes a game. Bulgaria, after 14 and a bit minutes, have the first 2-possession lead of this game. Timeout Montenegro.
Ajde malo da napadnemo od gore, jebi ga, da napadnemo 2 puta. Ima i Bojan sad možda ubacimo. Slušaj. Ne može, vidi, moramo da se vratimo, koncentrišemo. Mnogo je gluposti. Znači, odbranimo, mnogo je gluposti. Da nešto moramo damo. Ajde, one five.
And they're shooting it so much better than they did in that previous meeting, and so much better than they've done in the previous 3 games in these qualifiers. Bulgaria 45, 26, 67 split as a team through the first 3 games. 54, 44, 100 here, but yet only lead by 4. Still, in the scope of this game, that feels like a big lead. The first 2-possession lead. Ivanovic running interference. The ball didn't reach him, eventually did. Shot clock winding down. Perry off the broken play, misses the 3. Rebound Aliyev, the man who hit that 3 for Bulgaria. They work it quickly into a mismatch situation, poked away by Ivanovic. Outside shot though, Brandon Young will upgrade. 13 in the first half for Young without a miss. Hits his first 3, and the team are now 5 of 10. Perry met by a mid-air wall and a whistle. The protest coming from Mitchev. Perry will go to the line for 2. A couple of recent threes for Bulgaria, threatening to open the first bit of breathing room in favour of either team. 7 of 13 from 2, 5 of 10 from 3, and 5 of 5 at the line, Bulgaria. In a game that's been played physically and aggressively, they are some impressive shooting numbers. Montenegro shooting it well as well. And 11 of 13 at the stripe. 2 of 5 from downtown, 6 of 12 in the interior. They haven't grabbed a single offensive rebound though. Bulgaria have grabbed 3. So the home team have taken extra shots. And look at the turnover count as well. That one a kickball. 6 turnovers for Bulgaria. 6 also for Montenegro. So those offensive rebounds separate the 2 teams in terms of possessions. Bulgaria taking 6 extra field goal attempts so far. 8 fewer free throws, however. Fouls racking up in this second period. We've still got almost half of the quarter to play. Montenegro already at the limit. Kostadinov at the line. His impact off the bench palpable in this second period. After dropping out of the starting lineup. 7.5 minutes since he's come into the action. Bulgaria a +9. And overall, they're +7 again, 36-29. That's their 4th foul, so any further fouls now from either defense, the rest of the period will result in free throws. So moving across was Kostadinov. His 2nd foul. Such a key player in terms of his impact, whether he starts or comes off the bench. Kostadinov only had 6 points, 4 rebounds, and also 3 steals in that first meeting. But in 25.5 minutes, Bulgaria were only -4 with him on the court. And again, they lost by 23. The best stat to illustrate his impact, number 15. Tonight doing it off the bench instead. Perry. It's a travel. I think that's the 2nd travel of the game on Marko Simonovic. He's only just come back in. Simonovic, a couple of travels and just 4.5 minutes of action, trying to put the ball on the floor as a big man. He's a long way off where he usually is. Scoreless, reboundless, and assistless so far. Now a couple of turnovers. Young to inbound. And off the inbound, a 3. A barrage of Bulgarian blows from downtown, hitting Montenegro hard. Ivanov, 3 of 3 on the outside. Bulgaria lead by 10. And a game that was touch tight until the last few minutes. Parry into Simonovic. He points an appreciation at the pass after picking up his first points. Ate the gap, a much-needed score for Montenegro and the much-needed steal for them as well from the same player, Simonovic. Perry pulls it back for the perimeter shot and hits the target, and just like that, the double-digit deficit is cut in 2. Timeout. Rosenbarchowski on the Bulgarian bench. 5 and a flash for Montenegro. And once more, they are right there in the rearview mirror.
The first open. Fist screen away. Brandon is coming. I prefer here from the left side. Да стои долу.
Окей, да отвориме шорт рол, само остани долу след
Corner stay on. 1 cut, 5 and top it.
Pass to Lovec, and Brendan cut. I go, short roll, and Brendan and Emo play.
Stay on the corner, wait for me in the corner. Сега момента защитата.
This has been a tight and tenacious opening 16.5 minutes. Full of physicality and quality. And it looked like one team was finally opening up some sort of a gap. The other retaliates. Montenegro cutting the 10-point deficit in half. 3.5 minutes until the half. Ivanov attacks in the paint and gets the bounce off the rim. Captain's contribution from Pavlin Ivanov. He has been excellent, 11 points in 9 minutes. Some perfect shooting, that was his first 2. He's 3 of 3 from 3. Bulgaria shooting it so well as a team. Simonovic misses that one offensive rebound. Might be the first of the game for Montenegro. Radoncic back out. Dubljevic drops it off. They go for the tip. And the basket will not count. It's going to be a trip to the line for two. They were asking for the shot interference. Stoyov's second foul. 12 fouls in this first half for Bulgaria, of which there's still nearly 3 minutes to play, but they've spread them around. They've got that make it 5 players on 2 fouls, nobody on more. And Dubljevic, offensive rebound off the back of the missed foul shot. After they hadn't grabbed a single offensive rebound the first 17 minutes of the game, 2 in quick succession, the second of which leads to a score. Big attack, Stoyov. Couldn't land after taking flight. Down the baseline, blocked off, pulled back, tight defense, picked off by Young. And a foul, they'll ask for it to be called unsportsmanlike, they always do in transition. A regular foul, the call on court on Mihailovic. After the steal from Young, who has really stepped up his game here on home court. After hinting at his potential on the road in Montenegro on Friday. 8 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 3 rebounds in that first game. Although he was only 2 of 7 from the field and 4 of 7 from the line. In this game, 15 first half points without a single miss. 3 assists, a steal, a block, and just 1 turnover, a 20 efficiency with 2 minutes of the first half to play. Simonovic, he's having a nightmare night. Marko Simonovic has only been in the game for 7 minutes. He's committed 3 turnovers. He's only 1 of 3 from the field for 2 points. He hasn't grabbed a rebound yet. Ivanov. It's an offensive foul against Stoyov as he pushed off the defender trying to get into the interior. I believe that's his 3rd. It is. Stoyov becomes the first player in that bunch of 5 for Bulgaria who were on 2 to pick up a 3rd. So he checks out. Ivanov, Minchev, Kostadinov and Dimitrov, the other players on 2 fouls for the hosts. Nobody yet on 3 for Montenegro. Only Mihailovic and Todorovic on 2. Perry pulls up for the 3, it's flat, gets his own rebound, somewhat fortuitously, right place, right time. He'll go again. 1.5 minutes to play in the first half. Flings it far side, 3-point shot off again. That 3-point shooting is a difference maker right now. Bulgaria 6 of 11 as a team. Montenegro 3 of 9. Again, they get another chance here. With the last touch off Bulgaria. Kendrick Perry set to inbound. Ivanov, the captain, hearing it as he goes to the bench. Fabulous first half for him. Dubljevic up to Mihailovic. Mihailovic past Young over the top of the defense. The floater falling for Vladimir Mihailovic. A 5-point gap. Young will slow it down. Looking to orchestrate the offense. He's been more of a scorer than a playmaker, but he can do both. Slips it inside, nice bounce pass, packed in the paint though. That's a tough pass to play for Minchev. Really would have had to thread the eye of the needle, but he makes up for it with his defense and gallops down the hardwood and the footwork as well. Jordan Minchev, the big man with the moves. Bulgaria by 7. He shows his desire and determination on defense and then his fancy footwork on offense. And Montenegro called the timeout.
Ajmo ovako, hoćemo 2-1. Ajde. 2 for 1. Okej. Čin.
Nemamo za govorka, Nemo kada čin. Ako ćemo 2 for 1,
onda čin samo čin. Bez gledova. Nek izađe Kendrick on the ball, ti izađe ball.
We are witnessing the development of a basketball battle here in Bulgaria tonight. Rare to have a game played with this kind of physicality and ferociousness that has seen the two teams still being able to put up significant scorelines. Despite all kinds of pressure, they've shot it so well. And the pressure continues on the inbound for Montenegro now. Bulgaria retreat. And there's a travel called on Ivanovic. Ivanovic, who had 12 points, 4 assists with only 1 turnover on Friday. Just hopping about with those feet. Timeout Bulgaria, 11-second differential.
Brandon get the ball. Then he's coming here. Косю, мисли като 2. 5. Двамата 3-4 въглите бива. Пикеро. Флеер. No pass. Пикеро, Brandon from the left side.
Веднага бейслайн кът и го тя за шут.
Not much difference in the possession count now. Montenegro have had 1 extra offensive rebound, 2 extra turnovers. It's all about the shooting. And Bulgaria with that 7-point lead. And at the moment, with each and every point so precious, they're perfect at the foul line and shooting better on the perimeter. Young, he's perfect for 15 points. 3-point shot is good again. Minchev is money right now. 10 the lead for Bulgaria again. And a foul with 6 to play, much to the frustration of Coach Barchovsky. 10 ties the largest lead, and Bulgaria within touching distance of a half-century. At the half. This is a team that only averaged 66.3 points a game the first 3 games of this campaign. 48 at half-time. Potentially even more. 6 seconds still to come for their final offense. Off the back of these free throws for Kendrick Perry. Perry caught fire early. The points drying up for him more recently, but he's getting them from the line. Number 55 is 5 of 5. But he misses his 6th. But how about the offensive rebound? To essentially make it a three-point play. And see time disappear, agonizingly so for Bulgaria as well. That's a huge offensive rebound right before the end of the second period. It cuts the deficit from 10 to 7. It could have been more than 10. With Bulgaria missing the opportunity to have the final offense of the first half, they have to settle for a 48-41 lead at the main break. A 56-58-100 shooting split for a team that had shot it poorly through the course of this campaign until tonight. Not much difference in terms of the possession count categories, rebounds and turnovers, assist dead level. And this one, like this group, threatens to go right down to the wire. 15 at the half for Young, 4 scorers in double digits at half-time, even off the captain with 11, Perry with 13 to lead Montenegro, Dubljevic with 10. What a high-scoring, high-intensity first half of EuroBasket qualifying basketball. It really was superb. And they know how much rides on the result. Both of these sets of players and these head coaches. And a group that sees all 4 teams separated by just 1 win at the midway point. It was so tightly contested that for the first 15 minutes or so, we only ever had a 1-possession lead and 12 lead changes in the first 14 minutes. Bulgaria then pulled away, went up by 10. Montenegro threatened to reel them back in, closed it to 5. Bulgaria opening up a double-digit lead again. Before that, effective 3-point play to finish the second period for Montenegro, with Perry making and then missing from the line. And his teammate, the offensive rebound and stick back for the score. How many more twists and turns to come in the final 20, you wonder, in this big game in Bulgaria this evening? Can Bulgaria continue to shoot it so well? 7 threes at 58%. 48 first half points. You have to feel they're going to have to improve their defense to get the result in the second half.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Nicolau goes in, little Euro step shimmies, gets the ab one. Well, Kostas is going to the free throw line.
Oh, it's a beautiful pick and roll, and it's got a monster dunk at the end of it. Tas rolling to the rim, Kulamai finding his teammate for the big jam.
Back to Gegic. Lane is closed off, so he goes to Lazic, one-footed 3, and it's good. Lazic off one leg. It's all dropping for Bosnia and Herzegovina tonight, their 15th 3 of the game.
Estonia dominating the rebounding, as that stat shows you. Nice spin, baseline, and another big jam.
Ibrahimovic with one of those mazy runs up at the top, misses. Oh, the putback jam from Balša Koprivica.
Lithuania. The drive and the baseline dunk from Zvedav, just nobody's stopping that.
Nice slide. Oh my goodness, what a block from Balcerowski.
Willis, who's surrounded. Makundu going for the steal. Makundu reaches over, gets the steal. Uh-oh, look out! It's the runway! And that was what the crowd wanted. Johan Makundu.
Turnover again. Andrew Nashkashvili needs a pass. Puts it into Shengelia for two. The crowd are in it. Timeout Finland. Back-to-back turnovers lead to a 5-point advantage for Georgia.
Uh-oh, look at this! Makundu bashing it home. S'il vous plaît, look at this.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back to Botevgrad, Bulgaria, where we have a wonderful game that's been developing through the course of the opening 20 minutes. Bulgaria leading by 7, 48-41 at the half. Before we resume with the third quarter, we'll take a check on the top scorers for the two teams. Kendrick Perry is the top scorer between these two on Friday. He's the top scorer for Montenegro throughout the course of the qualifying campaign. And no change tonight. 13 points in 14 minutes of action for Perry. A couple of assists without a turnover. And he shot it well. 50% inside and out, hitting a couple of threes. Hit his first 5 from the foul line before missing his 6th. He's one of 2 double-digit scorers for Montenegro, alongside Bojan Dubljevic, who had, I believe, 8 of his 10 points in the first period. Dubljevic. He's 4 of 5 from the field. Hit his only free throw. Bulgaria also have 2 scorers in double figures, led by Brandon Young. 15 points without a miss. 3 assists, a steal, a block, and just 1 turnover. He's the MVP of this game so far. Really feeling it after warming up in the Bulgarian jersey on Friday. He's almost doubled his points output from that first game against Montenegro in the first half. Now this is second game of these qualifiers. Only 2 of 7 from the field the first game. How about 5 of 5 tonight, including a 3? He was only 4 of 7 at the line in the first game, 4 of 4 this evening. 15 points in 18 minutes of action, without a single miss, without a single foul as well. So he is free to play right the way through this one. And there were as many as 5 players for Bulgaria who picked up multiple fouls in the first half. Stoyov, the only player with 3. Ivanov, Minchev, Kostadinov and Dimitrov, each with 2. Dimitrov only 1 of 5 from the field, has only played 8 minutes. Only got 2 points, the player who top scored in the reverse meeting on Friday with 17 points. But Bulgaria getting much more support for him so that he doesn't need to have a big game. Playing superbly as a team, lots of contributors, not just the 15 for Young. Take a look first at the leaders in the various categories for Montenegro. Perry's 13 points and 2 assists we've talked about. Only 7 assists as a team for Montenegro, despite making 13 field goals, 12 free throws. Doncic, their leading rebounder, with 4. Behind the 13 points of Perry and 10 of Dubjevic, they've got 7 from Radovic. 4 for Simonovic, who's 2 of 4 from the field, but he's committed 3 turnovers in 9 minutes of action. So they've largely been reliant on Perry, Dubjevic and Radovic to pick up their points. That's for Bulgaria, 15 for Young, 11 for the captain Ivanov, who's also perfect from the field with 3 of 3 3-point shooting. They've had 8 points from Minchev, 5 from Kostadinov coming off the bench. Young, the leading facilitator for them as well, 3 assists with his 1 turnover. But curiously, nobody on more than 2 rebounds at half-time for Bulgaria. They've got 13 rebounds, only 1 less than Montenegro, but they've spread them around, doing it as a team. 3 players on 2 rebounds, 7 players going 1 each. Not very often you see a rebounding leader with only 2 at half-time. And then you're one of those players to grab 1. He's got a 20 efficiency at half-time. His perfect shooting game, combined with the perfect shooting of the captain Ivanov, with 26 of Bulgaria's 48 points. Have them ahead by 7, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. And if they win this game, and then if Germany beats Sweden, we will have all 4 teams at the end of game day 4 in Group D tied at 2-2. The top 3 at the end of 6 games played will go on to qualify for FIBA EuroBasket 2025. The bottom place team will miss out. At the start of this game day, Germany, the world champions, were at the bottom. They welcome Sweden to Heidelberg in a game that is around an hour and a half behind this one.
Вие танцувате най-добре на централната зона. Да се вземете тениската.
Lots of physicality, lots of intensity, lots of pressure. Not just in terms of the aggression of the 2 sets of players on each and every possession, but in terms of the scenario here. So much pressure on both sets of players, but yet they've produced a 48-41 half. Bulgaria shooting a 56-58-100 split. Montenegro a 59-38-71 split. We'd expect to see those numbers drop in terms of the shooting efficiency in the second half. The problem for Montenegro is the turnover count. That physicality and aggression of Bulgaria did force them into 11 first half turnovers. It was 2 more than the hosts. So they want to cut out the turnovers to make up for perhaps the inevitable drop in shooting percentages. If you're quick enough to get that QR code, download the EuroBasket Qualifiers app. All of those stats, facts and figures, the box scores, the highlights. You can find the app also in your relevant app store. Ready for the start of the second half. Bulgaria leading by 7, 48-41. 10 has been the largest lead. Montenegro start with the ball in the hands of Kendrick Perry. They work it into Dubljevic. He looks to play a bit of volleyball, backing into the one player on 3 fouls, Stoyov. But he forces the miss without committing the foul. Oh, the ankle breaker at centre court. And a push pass from Minchev. Now he would have loved that to have ended up on the highlight reel with an assist. Instead, having none of it, coming across and committing the foul was Radovic. Second foul on Radovic. Did not want his teammate to end up on the wrong side of a highlight. And that is the first miss at the line in the game for Bulgaria. We said shooting percentages would drop. And 10 of 11. Lead is 8 points. Minchev defending. When surrounded by 3, Radovic was asking the official for something, got nothing. A turnover again for Montenegro. I just mentioned they had to solve that problem. 12 turnovers in the game. Oh, nice play, off-ball movement. And to pick up the pass off the deck, slowed down the offense somewhat, but a foul on Ivanovic, the second on Montenegro, in less than a minute of action here in the third. But Brandon Young's off-ball movement offering an option for his teammate. Quick first step, getting in behind. Took the defense by surprise and out of position. Down the right rail. Liupev had a big 3 in the first half. Couldn't get the 2 here, hasn't played too much. Lots of players stepping up off the Bulgarian bench. But perhaps haven't done so previously in the campaign. Perry into Dubljevic, back out as he draws a crowd. 3-point shot. Nail for Montenegro to close the gap to 5 again. A couple of times they've been down 10 and closed it to 5. Going baseline is Ivanov, yet to miss a shot. He passes into Stoyov and he puts it in. Emil Stoyov, 5 points in around 12 minutes now. Perry on the crossover, and Young facing the wrong way, and by the time he turned round, the ball was in the bucket. 15 for Perry. Look how quickly the outlet comes on the restart off the baseline, but Montenegro raced back quickly and forced Bulgaria to play in the half court. And put in by Stoyov again, 7 for him. Stoyov's first 2 field goals in the game, coming on the last 2 attacks for Bulgaria. 7 the lead as it was at half-time. Perry off to Radovic. It's a key battle, Radovic against Minchev, the 2-11s. Dubljevic outside shot, well contested over the top. Lipiev the rebound. Young foul by Perry. Three fouls on Montenegro inside the first 3 minutes of the third. Bulgaria yet to commit one. Player down on the deck again. Fake to the corner, step in mid-range, couldn't get his geometry right. Minchev, and get it back, battling on the boards. They'll try and upgrade to a 3. That one won't go down either. Perry. He'll take the long two, and he puts it in. Kendrick Perry, he's up to 17. Ivanov. That's it back on the high handoff. 5 on the shot clock here. He's guarded by Dubljevic, Ivanov. Two talismen of their teams, and Ivanov the scoop and score so smoothly. Pavlin Ivanov, 11 perfect points. In fact, make it 13 now. 5 of 5 from the field, including 3 threes. First foul for Bulgaria is on Lipiev, and will send Montenegro to the line. So Brandon Young and Pavlin Ivanov are still perfect on the field and the foul line for 28 of Bulgaria's 55. And they've had help with Minchev on 8 points now, Stoyov on 7. Dino Radoncic at the line. Missed his first pair. There's a whistle on that take. He's going to get a take 2. I mentioned what would happen if Bulgaria win. If Montenegro win, then Bulgaria could end the day bottom of the group. So much will still be decided. In fact, it'll all be decided in February. Nothing can be guaranteed in this window. Drifting and draining and dropping another Brandon Young, playing the perfect game. 17 points without a single miss. Floater from just beyond the foul line, good in retaliation for Ivanic. Nikola Ivanovic up to 8 points. Laser beam pass flung in. Too hot to handle initially, recovered in a whistle. And a sarcastic smile. On the face of Dino Radoncic. You can understand why. He feels that's a tough one to take as Montenegro pick up their 4th team foul already. 3-point shot off the inbound, not the first time we've seen that. And it's Pavlin Ivanov again. Make it 16 points without a miss for him, and 4 of 4 3-point shooting. In fact, they've called that one a 2. Toes on the line from the captain. So 15 points without a miss. 3 of 3 from 2, 3 of 3 from 3. 2 incredible shooting performances for Bulgaria here. Now 32 points for Ivanov and Young combined without missing a shot. They're both 6 of 6 from the field. Young is also 4 of 4 from the line. 7 the lead as it was at half-time. Perfect shooting, holding off a Montenegrin comeback. Perry. Too tough off the glass. And Bulgaria get a defensive stop. Great atmosphere on the outskirts of Sofia. And just down the road from the capital at least. Across the midway point of the 3rd, the surely not shot, short. And hard contact. Bulldozing Alipiev beyond the baseline. Montenegro don't like it. Let's take a look at the contact. It's a wrestling match between Mihailovic and Alipiev. Dubljevic grabbing the rebound. He was free to do so, but there were fouls elsewhere. And Mihailovic picks up his third personal. Montenegro already at the limit. And we've only just crossed the midway point of the quarter. Bulgaria have been taking care of business at the stripe. But Alipiev taking his first, misses it. And the second miss for Rosenbarchowski's team in the game, 10 of 12 now. He's played 14 minutes, Alipiev, having only played under 7 minutes the first game between these two and averaged 9 a game in the first 3 games in the campaign. He's actually got the joint highest plus-minus. In fact, after that free throw, the highest plus-minus of all Bulgarian players now. 3-pointer off. A miss from Radovic. The chance for the double-digit lead for Bulgaria again. 4.5 to play in the third. Ivanov. Will he keep hitting them? 3-point shot. Ivanov, another. 18 points for Captain Incredible, Pavlin Ivanov. He has missed one shot now, but that's it. 18 points on 7 of 8 shooting, 4 of 5 from downtown. Largest lead of the game at 11. Timeout Montenegro.
6 minuta, nemamo odbranu. 6 minuta, nismo napad branili. 6 minuta, a ne može stigraju. I onda, hajde odigramo, all the way. One, all the way. Pick to pick, one. Let's go, hajde.
63 points for their team. They only average 66.3 a game. There's still 14 minutes left in this one. They came here shooting just 26% from 3. They're 8 of 15 for 53% tonight. And Pavlin Ivanov, the captain, has half of those 8. Montenegro also in significant foul trouble here in the third. So much to cheer for home court fans in Bulgaria. Oscar Radovic taking the timeout for Montenegro to try and sort it out. Let's see what the response is. Perry gets a good look for the long 2, can't convert. Offensive rebound, Radovic though. Radovic will take it right back, but a tough shot forced upon him by Minchev. And out in transition, Minchev showing that fancy footwork as well. That lit the fuse, and then he detonated the demolition dunk. 13, the largest lead for Bulgaria. They have raised the bar. Soaring and scoring, Jordan Minchev. 10 for him and the biggest player of the night. He becomes their 3rd scorer into double figures. Bulgaria fans believing not just in a possible win, but perhaps even mission impossible, overturning that 23-point margin of defeat on Friday in Podgorica. A foul as the packed paint is attacked. Fans don't like it. Ivanovic forced it. Bulgaria will protest it. The reaction of Rosenbarchowski. 3rd foul on Dimitrov. He's only played 8 minutes. Bulgaria putting up 65 points despite the fact he's only got 2. Ten the gap from 13 down. Beg your pardon, 12 the gap. And 13 having been the largest lead. Young, he still hasn't missed. Here he goes again. Young passes on, recovered, three-point shot, short. Montenegro a chance for back-to-back scores. Mihailovic, Davljevic. They've got a mismatch. Simonovic up against Ivanov, passes back out, they'll go for the three instead. Three-point shot over everything. And Parry down the floor. You feel like this is a pivotal juncture in proceedings. 2.5 to play in the third. Simonovic looking to pass back out again. He's fouled. And Bulgaria fans felt like their team had got one hand on the steal. And there's a foul from Dimitar Dimitrov. It's going to be his fourth. 4 fouls in 9 minutes. There's that reaction again from Coach Barjovski. Correct call, but he's living on each and every play, each and every whistle, each and every point. 5 years into his third spell on the Bulgarian bench, the man who led the team to the last EuroBasket, having previously also guided them to the Continental Showpiece all the way back in 2005 and then again in 2011. Simonovic out the line, with Bulgaria out the limit. That makes the foul even tougher to take. Both teams at the foul limit. Simonovic still hoping to finish a hero, having started a villain tonight. He's only played 10 minutes, committed 3 turnovers. The best player through this campaign in terms of efficiency for his all-round game. His scoring, his defense, and his rebounding, of course. Brandon Young splits 2 defenders. The floater for Young. He's done it again. 19 points on 7 of 7 shooting from the field and 4 of 4 from the line. 12 the lead. Parry, Ivanovic. Ivanovic looking to pull the defense back. Simonovic has to be careful when he puts it on the floor. They want to travel again on the bench. 3-point shot. High arcer drops for Mihailovic. A big one for Montenegro to take it down to a single-digit margin. Young, here he goes again. Into a pack, passes on this time, drawing the attention of the defense. Big offensive board, back out. They're queuing up on the perimeter. They'll slow it down now. Shot clock down to the final 5. Lipiev graces the wrong side of the rim. Montenegro making their move here with Parry. Parry the floater over the shot blocker, put it in and one. Clutch from Kendrick. Brandon Young stealing the spotlight with his 19 perfect points, but Parry now a chance to overtake him to hit 20 as the top scorer in the game.
Иду на Брандън, Павлин на Иван. Павлин, Мони, Ловеч, Руга, контакт, пас, хендов, флеер. Тук за Павлин. Ако може за шут, или играят pick and roll. Ако не мога да я подадеш, тук играеш pick and roll. Шорт рола, код се пресича.
Back to 7, as it was at the half. Perry a chance to take one more off what has been on several occasions a double-digit deficit, and a chance for him personally to hit 20 points. He's 4 of 7 from 2, 2 of 4 from 3, 5 of 6 at the line. (13) was the largest lead. It's been more than cut in half, and Perry's now the top scorer in the game. Final minute of the third. Another period in which those shooting percentages have remained sky high. Both teams are cutting out turnovers as well. There's the switch, the attack, the penetration, the deflection, the chance to run in transition, push forward, and Perry will rise to rock the rack this time before pointing in appreciation at his teammates who built the platform from which he launched to hit 22 points in the game. Montenegro from 13 down within 4. Karen Feoff, shot clock down to the final 5. Bulgaria tightening their defense. 3-point shot over everything, shot clock violation. I think that's the first turnover of the third quarter for Bulgaria. That quickly was followed by the second. And Perry, looking to pounce off the back of both of them, gets Montenegro breathing down the necks of Bulgaria. The conversion and the emotion from Kendrick Perry. 25 points through 3 periods of play. And from 13 down, Bulgaria within 1. Timeout, Rosenbarchowski on the Bulgaria bench. 67-66, I beg your pardon, end of the third quarter. 10 to play, Montenegro within 1. Still shooting a 62-42-85 split, but yet only ahead by 1. Bulgaria only committing 1 turnover in that period. That was crucial for them after 11 the first half. We said they'd have to cut out the turnovers. They have done. And Kendrick Perry is the biggest offensive weapon of everybody out there. And he is heating up even more so the longer the game is going on. 25 points, nobody else for Montenegro has more than 10. Perry taking over the final stretch of that third quarter. But it all started with the defense of Montenegro. Forcing a couple of late turnovers on Bulgaria, who hadn't committed one at all in the first 9 minutes or so of that period. Get that QR code for courtside 1891 quickly if you can. You will not want to miss a moment of these final 10 minutes. Bosko Radovic's team hot on the heels of Bulgaria, with a huge W hanging in the balance. Here in Botevgrad tonight, will it be the potential of all teams in the group level at 2-2? Will Montenegro move to 3-1 and keep their place at the top in the touch-tight standings? The 3 to start the fourth and to settle the nerves somewhat off the very kind home rim. You said they couldn't maintain those shooting numbers. They have done. Bulgaria now 9 of 20 for 45% from 3. They're still only ahead by 4. Simonovic posting and toasting and pile driving in the paint. Marko Simonovic Up to 8 points after the slow start. Turnover. Parry in the passing lane, in between two, used the backboard to avoid the shot block, and now has 27. Montenegro level from 13 down. So many of those points in that run coming through the hands of Kendrick Perry. Can Bulgaria stand the heat of Montenegro's hottest weapon? And best defender as well. Oh my goodness, Kendrick Perry playing like a man possessed at both ends right now. That is an aggressive defensive stop from Perry. A little bit of afters. That's what the fans are complaining about. Ivanovic. There's the foul. Foul on Boyal, who we've not seen too much of recently. We had 12 lead changes the first 14 minutes of this game, with no lead larger than 3. Then Bulgaria, a couple of double-digit leads, as many as 13 in the last period. Montenegro now have the wind in their sails as they look to take the lead. Early fouls in the fourth for Bulgaria. It's a couple. Coach Borchevsky's team. They've got Dimitrov on 4 fouls. They've now got 3 players on 3. Stoyov, Minchev, and most recently Lepichev. Every shot, including every free throw, under all kinds of pressure now. Just 1 of 2 for Zoran Nikolic. Nikolic only played 4.5 minutes in this game, only played 1.5 minutes on Friday. 8 minutes to go. Young, he's gone quiet scoring, but he still hasn't missed a shot. Kendrick Perry stealing that spotlight off him. Still time to steal it back. Side skip, 3-point shot, off right. Shot clock still ticking, no it resets. It did graze the rim. He'll get it back, second chance scoring opportunity. Young, will he take the 3? Hesitation. Didn't go up, now his teammate's gonna have to put it up. The drive to the basket, underarm, good. Pavlin Ivanov says, don't forget about me. 23 points in 22 minutes for the captain on 9 of 11 shooting. Bullet pass fired in, and that's the 3rd foul. They're asking for unsportsmanlike Montenegro. 3 fouls though inside of 3 minutes on Bulgaria puts them in a problematic position in this 4th period. Suggesting there's contact to the face. Nikolic, I'm not sure there was. He is animated and agitated. Back of the line, having just split a pair there, Zoran Nikolic. It was an unsportsmanlike foul. So he will take a pair, and then Montenegro will get the ball back. Bulgaria have to regroup and re-rally. Again, just 1 of 2. Pavlin Ivanov now the top scorer of Bulgaria with those 23 points. 9 of 11 shooting. Brandon Young, 19 points without a single miss. Montenegro turning to Kendrick Perry in their time of need. He's got 27. And these two are not level at 72. Ivanovic, 4-3. Only the 7th three of the game for Montenegro. With 7 minutes to play, Ivanovic up to 9 points. Perry needed some help, he's stepping up. In fact, I've got him up to 12 points. Stats late to update on Ivanovic. Offensive rebound, a bit of hang time to grab it. Kicked back out by Boyanov. Ivanov. Shot clock winding down on him again. This time the side skip three. Ivanov nails it. Over the big man Nikolic with pinpoint precision. Getting the bench and the rest of this arena up on its feet. The captain, unstoppable shooting the basketball right now. And how about one for Simonovic, who's heating up. Better late than never. Simonovic up to 11 points. Having committed a series of turnovers and not scored for a long time early on. Young to the hot hand. Ivanov now 26 points. Young penetrates the paint. First miss of the game, but a whistle. Tough to take for Radovic, who felt that they'd forced the miss. Foul looks to be on Perry. Oh no, Perry's not there. They're all saying it wasn't me. There's a technical on the coach after we just had an unsportsmanlike on Bulgaria. This one has been simmering hot since the start. Threatens to boil over here in Bulgaria down the finish. What a way to end the window. Well, Ivanov, 26 points on 10 of 12 field goal shooting, including 6 of 8 three-pointers, misses the technical. His only free throw attempt of the game. Now Brandon Young there for 2. And been fouled on the shot. His first miss at the line in the game. His first miss of any type in the game. 19 perfect points until that point. This is where nerves are jangling. Brandon Young puts it right to hit 20. 7 of 7 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line. Bulgaria trail by 2. Perry, Simonovic. Hand off to Mihailovic. Mihailovic looking to go in isolation, shot clock winding down. Crossovers back and forth, eventually pulls the trigger, can't convert. Rebound grabbed by Bulgaria, chance to tie or take the lead again. Brandon Young, 20 points, 4 assists, just 1 turnover, just 1 miss. Alipia, ooh, bit of contact, hands it off, no call, despite the protest of the coach. Nice play, bounce pass through the middle, baseline burst, and Jordan Minchev up to rock the rack. Minchev up to 12 points. Team play from Bulgaria. Perry out to Ivanovic. Ivanovic down the baseline. Oh, fancy footwork to avoid 2 defenders. Kick to Kendrick, and he does his thing again. Perry on the perimeter. An unbelievable performance from Kendrick Perry, who is 30 points. Montenegro by 3. He's in the zone, particularly in this second half. Off-ball contact. 4 minutes and 12 seconds still to play. Perry with 30 points in 30 minutes of play. Now 6 of 9 from 2, 4 of 6 from 3. And 6 of 7 at the line. 4 assists, 0 turnovers as well. Even since the opening tip of this one, they've been able to cut the tension with a knife. Inbound from Young. It's another three off an inbound. They've hit a couple of those already, but that time the miss. Those three-pointers starting to dry up. Montenegro sensing their opportunity to go for the kill down the stretch, especially getting bounces like that off the iron. And a two-possession lead in this game is a huge one. At this station, Dubljevic tipped it into his own basket. Wow, the alley-oop tip from the opponent for the points. We've seen it all in this game now. Dubljevic wants to make amends with the up fake. Taking on the defender, forcefully so. Foul on the defense. Drawn by the bulldozing Dubljevic. After he put the ball in his own basket, trying to intercept the long pass forward towards Stoyov. And that's going to give any coach a headache. Defender Stoyov cutting across the path of Dubljevic. Always so aggressive with the ball in his hands. I love the way Dubljevic plays the game, pure passion. Especially for his country as well as his club sides. Three-point shot off the inbound. Misses for Montenegro this time. Offensive rebound, Simonovic. He wants to go one-on-one down the baseline. Is that an out-of-bounds call or a foul? They've called the foul. Simonovic so close to stepping on the line first. He just kept his feet in on that initial step. This is a game in which we've seen 15 lead changes. A comeback from 13 down. Now we have another bench technical. The players love to see the coaches fighting for them. You also don't want that 1 point to be the difference maker. Hendrik Perry has taken the opportunity to give Montenegro the two-possession lead, and now Simonovic is out the line. With Bulgaria at the foul limit and still over 3 minutes to play in the game. Perry up to 31 points. Simonovic up to 12, the majority of which have come in the second half. Tag one more to his tally. Tough to take for the coach, for the nation right now. They're down 6. It is in fact the largest lead of the game for Montenegro. They've come from 13 down to lead by 6. And they pick up their 4th foul. So any more from them will result in free throws. It's gone comparatively quiet in this arena. Still plenty of time for Bulgaria to put this right. Shot clock down to the final few seconds. Not much time left on this shot clock here. Three-point shot too heavy. They crash the glass to no avail. Montenegro threatening to go from strength to strength down the final stretch. Perry in the driver's seat. Swings it to the far side. Dubljevic from way outside. Bulgaria pushing the pace in transition. Caught on the way down though. Back out, three-point shot. Young, big if it goes, and it does. To halve the deficit from Brandon Young, who's up to 23 points without a miss from the field. 8 of 8 now, including a couple of threes. Final 2 minutes. Crunch time in this big qualifier. Shot clock to 3. Perry from several feet back. Too long. Dubljevic underneath it. Tip back out. They'll hold it with the fresh 14 on the shot clock. Perry passes on. Ivanovic. And he puts it in from the foul line after a bit of footwork to get free. And the defense dropping away from him. Montenegro by 5 with 98 seconds to play. Timeout called by Bulgaria. Ivanovic has become a weapon in the second half for coach Bosko Radovic's team as well. Up to 16. He's their second top scorer.
Сега е момента да подкрепим нашата момчета. Искаме да ги спечелим.
You see that big fourth quarter for Montenegro, particularly on the defensive end. They improved the defense in the third period. Even more so as it stands here in the fourth. Well, they've maintained their offensive output throughout. Kia's been reducing the three-point percentage of Bulgaria that was sky high at the half, still at 42%, but it has fallen. And then you saw the free throw numbers on one of those graphics in the timeout as well. Bulgaria 75%, but they're only taking 16 attempts. Montenegro taking almost double, 31 attempts. Shooting 74%. They've scored 11 more points from the foul line. Bulgaria paying the price for committing 26 fouls through the course of the game to Montenegro's 20. Both teams have been feisty and physical, but Bulgaria more so, and sometimes haven't got the balance right. They trail by 5, a minute and a half to play. Brandon Young, 23 points on perfect field goal shooting. And the captain, Ivanov, skips it out. Three-point shot, huge if it goes, and it does for Alipiev. And Bulgaria are still breathing. Off the timeout of coach Borchovsky, the corner three. The execution and the conversion. The pass required a bit of adjustment, but Alipiev did superbly to put it in. Elbow shot, short. Big rebound, Bulgaria couldn't handle it. Dubljevic so often comes up with it, kicks it back out. Perry, final minute of the game. Contact foul on Minchev, knocking his opponent to the floor. And a few words being said between the bigs on the interior as well after that battle on the boards. Minchev might foul out here. I'm not sure if that's his fourth or his fifth. He barges into the back of Dubljevic. It's been physical from the start. It's becoming even more so towards the finish. The officials have some sorting out to do. 50 seconds. 86-88. Montenegro within sight of the finish line, had a 5-point lead, but off the back of the timeout from coach Borchovsky. Almost a stay-alive triple from Alipiev. We've got a coach's challenge looking at this content. It's forceful from Minchev. Pretty much everything has been in this game from both sets of players, but he sticks out that left forearm while moving at pace into the back of Dubljevic. Dubljevic does a good job of making the contact look excessive. They keep it a regular foul. Two free throws to come for Bulgaria. It looked like Kendrick Perry was going for the kill already. to do so. Dubljevic at the line instead. But a very good free throw shooter, especially for a big man. 7 of 7 so far in this window. Only one tonight. He's got 10.6 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds in the game. Now the next one makes it a 2-possession game with 50 seconds to play. And that differential is huge at this point in proceedings. Is it a 1-shot game or a 2-shot game? Did you ever doubt the Montenegrin talisman Bojan Dubljevic? Brandon Young. Ivanov back to Young, and a turnover from a man who's played a near-perfect game. Pavlin Ivanov, 26 points on 10 of 14 shooting, including 6 threes. A tough turnover to take with 36 seconds to play. Bulgaria have played about as perfect a game as they could possibly imagine. It's still apparently not going to be enough to beat Montenegro. They're around 20 points more than their competition average and still trail. Dubljevic dishes it off. Oh, the block. Met at the rim was Nikolic. Bulgaria not done yet. They've got to go quickly though. Time winding down. This has to go. Off front iron, Dubljevic the rebound to seal the result. What a way to finish the window. It was box office stuff in Montenegro tonight. Bulgaria had a 13-point lead, but Montenegro turned it around to win by 4, hanging on at the finish to hang on to top spot in a touch-tight group of death. Montenegro moved to 3-1. Bulgaria fall to 1-3. And that despite 86 points and a 66-43-75 shooting split for the home team, improving all of their offensive numbers by a distance tonight. But still not enough. Hardly any difference in those categories on that graphic. And this is where you look at Kendrick Perry, the superstar, to cancel out the 2 for Bulgaria, who combined for 49 points. So efficiently so. He got pretty much everything he wanted from his team, apart from the W. So did they. The final score, Bulgaria 86, Montenegro 90. That leaves Bulgaria in a tough position, especially if Germany beat Sweden in a game that started an hour and a half later than this one. Bulgaria would be knocked to the bottom of the group. Only one team missing out in the group. Still 2 games to come, still every chance to put it right. But this feels like a big missed opportunity on home court here in Montenegro this evening. Home fans rightly showing their appreciation for the excellent efforts of their team, who just fall short at the finish. They still hope to be flying that flag at EuroBasket next summer, but they've got to put it right in the February window now. Still having to travel to world champions Germany, as well as hosting the 2nd place team Sweden. And they had a 13-point lead in this one, 48 first half points. But Kendrick Perry, by a distance, Montenegro's MVP. That after the captain Ivanov for Bulgaria had 26 points on 10 of 14 shooting, 6 threes, 4 assists as well. Brandon Young had 23 points without missing a shot from the field, 8 of 8, as well as 5 of 6 from the line, 4 assists and only 1 turnover. Still not enough for Bulgaria to get the win. And that because Perry had 31 points in 34 minutes, 4 assists, a steal, and not a single turnover. He was clutch in the second half in particular. 6 of 9 from 2, 4 of 7 from 3, 7 of 8 from the foul line in the game. A 31-point performance from Kendrick Perry. Behind him, 16 for Nikola Ivanovic. Most of that came in the second half as well. 13 for Marko Simonovic. Again, most of that came in the second half after a tough start to the game. And 12.7 rebounds for Bojan Dubljevic. The 4 main performers for Montenegro. That sees them top at 3-1. Bulgaria could well fall to the bottom if Germany win at home in Heidelberg against Sweden. Do tune into that game if you can. It's still ongoing to finish the second window of qualifying for the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket. From me, Tim Log, it's been a pleasure having your company.
Kako, šta ti doktore?